Yep. That's what it is. Eagle, man. Eagles wear boxing, baby. You know what it is. Let me sip on my tea just a little bit before I get up in here. Wow. That's some strong business right there. Good stuff right there. Yeah. Yeah, it's not like, man, y'all, man, y'all something else, man. Y'all like little kids, man. Y'all, the Webb, man. That's why I put y'all out there today, man. Put y'all out there today. The Webb, y'all acting up, man. Man, my damn, my Webb acting up now. So I don't know what. I can't even trust my Webb members, man. They got jokes, man. They snapping on me. That ain't even right, man. Man, y'all know I got twisted up, man. Yeah, man, y'all want to be, y'all think, man, hey, that just proves right there that what my brother said about me is bullshit. So, because he thinks I'm an alien. He always say I'm an alien. He said, you're an alien, man. He said, you do too much shit. He said, you do shit that people can't do. Now, y'all, and now, that just proves right now that I am like everybody else. That I bleed red like everybody else and stuff, you know what I mean? So now y'all know that I'm normal. So because I actually, I'm going through something right now. I got hurt, and so, but I'm telling you, this thing is severe, man. It really messed me up. That nerve actually tightened up my muscles to the point to where I got little tears in my muscles, man, all the way down my leg. Because I know what it feels like, because I tore muscle before, so I know what it feels like. But my nerve actually did that. It made my leg, like all the way from my thigh, my upper thigh, all the way down to my calf. It made it like hard as a rock. It just kept firing. And your muscles aren't supposed to fire like that. Your muscles aren't supposed to just keep firing and firing and firing, because you're gonna fatigue them, man. They're gonna get like messed up. And so it made my muscles fire so much that it just numbed my whole leg up. The tingling sensation, all that shit, man. I couldn't move. I'm dragging it around like, oh, are you kidding me? And so the doctor told me, he said, well, it's gonna get better, but it's just like it's gonna feel bad and then drop. It'll feel a little bit better. It's gonna feel just that good, and then it's gonna drop and feel a little bit better. And then it's gonna keep doing that. But I got news for him, man. I got Eagles Webb tea and everything else, man. I'm gonna do everything native, man. And look. Eagle gonna get back up a lot faster than what the doctor think. I don't like when people tell me that I'm gonna be down for so long, man. I'm not gonna be down that long. I might not be an alien, but I'm getting my ass back up. But anyway, let me give my shouts out to my people out there, Gil clowning and stuff. Everybody talking about put some burnt sage on there, dip it in some, put your leg in some of your in that tea, man. Shit, I can't put my leg in that tea, man, all the way up to my butt, man. I had to fill a whole tub up of that, man. It'll work probably, but that'd be some strong medicine there, man. That'd be like, how many pounds of medicine would I have to brew up to fill up a whole, like a whirlpool with that? I had to fill up a whole whirlpool. That I stay in there all day. I wouldn't let nobody get in there. If I had like the whirlpool, I stay in there all day, man. Wouldn't let nobody go in there. Like no, get your ass up out of there. You can't be up in there. That's just for me. Me only. But let me get to y'all, man. Gil Cole's out there. Salute to Gil Cole's. Salute to Don Dada. Salute to Shadow 979 coming in there. And I see somebody. And Jay Brown. Jay Brown up in the house, man. Gil Cole says salute to Eagles Webb and Icy Hot. Don Dada said, hey. He said, hey, yeah. He said, Eagles Webb. He got the eagle up good. He got the web up good. Got the glove up good. Shout out 979. Said, salute to Eagles Webb boxing. He got the eagle up good. Everybody started to learn. He got the eagle up good. Got the web up good. And he got that boxing glove up good. Y'all know I ain't going to lose no energy. No matter if I'm in pain or not, man, I'm going to stay here as long as I can with y'all, man, until my leg go numb completely. But y'all already know I'm going to come back with energy. You know, rain or pain, it don't matter, man. Rain or pain or shine or no shine, dark as night, it don't matter, man. We gonna still bring some kind of light up into the situation, man. Gil Cole's crying out there. And then Shadow 9, okay, yeah, they hitting each other up. Shadow 9, Don to the dot. He said, salute out to Shadow 9. Gil Cole's back at Shadow 9. And then Jay Brown to salute to Eagles Webb Boxing. Then they hollering at each other. He said, Gil Cole's, so Shadow 979 salute fam. Everybody shouting out. He said, Row made Eagle. Don to the dot said, Row made Eagle Webb. He got the Eagle and sit his ass down. Thumbs up. Like Holmes. That's right. the Row put the sit your ass down on Webb, man. But Webb wasn't gonna stay out for no month, nothing like that, man. You imagine me staying out for a whole month? Nobody in my family expect me to ever stay out like that long. They already know me. They said, no, he don't like no kind of sickness or illness. He'll come back. He'd be like, F that, man. It wasn't in me before, so it ain't gonna be in me now. You know what I mean? Gil Cole said, don't let a little count stop you from doing your show. See, I already knew, man. So that's why I was kind of contemplating. I said, man, I don't even know if I should come back, because I know they're going to still be snapping. Gil's still trying to clown. He talking about some gout. Man, I hope gout don't attack your body like that, man. Your whole upper leg all the way down to... No, I know somebody who got gout. And I heard that's not... And I'm hearing that morphine cannot even get rid of the pain of gout. Because I got somebody close to me that got that shit. And they said that is bad. And they don't drink. They don't drink and they don't eat meat, none of that, man. They don't. Gil, you stupid as hell, man. I swear I'm gonna slap you when I see you, man. We going straight, man. I don't even know if I can throw you any gloves, man. I'm just gonna halfway wrap one hand. I'm just gonna start swinging on you, man. Gil talk about some gout. He said the gout. He said don't let the gout keep you from doing the show, man. Shit. Hey, look. Don't hope no kind of nothing like that, no kind of gout. Nothing like that on me, man. I'm gonna go do some little boxing stuff, some little reviews or whatever, man. All this. I'm not gonna cover all this right now. I'm gonna talk about me, man. But anyway, so when it first hit me, man, it was just like the night before I was gonna come. I was gonna do a show, and I wasn't even doing that. I was just chilling, man, just laying down, stretching out and all that. And I didn't overdo nothing, because you can't overstretch and nothing like that. And so all of a sudden, this lightning just struck, this bam, in all up and down my side. I was like, what the hell is that? I said, okay, well, it just hurt for a little bit. I started twisting a little bit, try to twist it out, man. But that twisting it out didn't work, man. I tried to twist it out, and it said, no, I ain't going nowhere. It said, matter of fact, you ain't going nowhere. It said, matter of fact, sit your ass down. Matter of fact, don't even sit down. Lay your ass down. And I was wondering what it was. I said, okay, so I got a little pain. I don't know what this is from. I heard that sometimes things happen to people. I'm like, okay, I'll be good in a minute. Hour after hour went by. I wasn't able to do nothing. I was like, oh, man. And I hung in there like the first day. The first day I kind of hung in there, but then it was knocking at my door, man. It was hospital time, man. It was like, I was like, no, let me go see about something. I said, the native stuff ain't kicking in. I said, let me go see and get a different opinion on what it is, because I did all the maneuvers that I usually do when something happens when I get hurt. I did all the stuff that I usually do to, stretch it out and make myself feel better, but it just wasn't happening. So I was like, man, something. So I went in and, of course they tried to get me with the row. I mean, when I drove up, now, so this is how bad the hospitals are. And so I go to Army hospital. So anyway, so going up, and they asked me, and these are people that's not qualified to ask medical questions. But I just went ahead and just said no to everything they said, So I'm driving up and they're talking about medical stuff. I'm like, have you been feeling queasy or sick or anything like that? You've been coughing? And I'm like, I said, you are not state police. What do you call federal police? What are you doing asking me about medical questions, man? So that I get in there, I'm like, okay, I know all this stuff is going to go. So I get inside, same thing. They screen me again, ask me about coughing and fevers and all this kind of shit. Same damn thing. Huh? Again, I'm like, are you kidding me? So so that's done. So I finally get in there. Nurses in there asking me. So that's 4 screenings. Finally see the doctor. First thing he asked me he asked me the same kind of questions. I said, no. I said, it ain't got nothing to do with that. I said, you see that I can't walk, so that's the problem. I'm like, you should have figured that out. They should have figured that out by then, that I wasn't up there for no row. But they finally, made the diagnosis and all that, and it is what it is. It's gonna take a little while, but Eagle back, man. Like I said, I had to come back because everybody's clowning me, man. Everybody on my page snapping and shit. Everybody hitting up my little message and stuff. I'll try to leave a little 2-minute message and say I was gonna come back. Gil talking about I got this. He said, man, don't let gout hold you down. Talking about throw the tea on it, all kind of stuff. That's a good idea though, the tea, because tea. This is actually made for everybody. I was gonna talk about that. Because the herbs that I use, a lot of people don't know what a tincture is, or a poultice and stuff like that. People don't know what that is. So a poultice is something that you like, you got open sores or something like that, or you got swelling or anything like that, or any kind of skin conditions. So I make stuff for that. And that goes into like a bag, like a mesh type bag, that goes in there. And so a tincture is like a stronger medicine. It'll be stronger than my tea. And what I have to do, I have to age it, and I have a lot of alcohol. I don't drink the alcohol, but I have a lot of alcohol, and I use that because because that way it won't go bad or something like that while you're aging it. So, but you always have to go in, stir it or whatever and shake it up or whatever, and you put it in somewhere dark, and a nice cool place that's dark, and you let it age. The minimum amount of time is like 6 weeks, but the longer you let it stay in there, the stronger the medicine's gonna be. And so I did that too. So I have some tinctures and stuff. So when you use like a little dropper and you put it underneath your tongue, so I make those too. But my medicine, I didn't have that particular type of medicine. So from now, I'm gonna make sure that I make that kind of medicine also. So that way I don't have to worry about no doctors or nothing like that. Is I make sure I make the medicine. So I gotta get busy doing that. Once I get a little bit better, I gotta start working on that medicine also. Oh, nah. Y'all sick though, man. Don't let you. Then shout night on Jay Brown. Okay, Gil crying again. Donna said, how we get the man knee off our neck? Oh yeah. And that was some of the. See, this is not gonna be just straight boxing. This show is gonna get. They're gonna take this one down. So everybody. If you might not be able to get the repeat on this one, so sit your ass down. Tell them what to do, Don. When they come up in here, they know what to do, man. Come bring your ass up in here. No disrespect meant to anybody. And Eagle will finally get to sit his ass down, but no disrespect to anybody. But anybody, you come in, enjoy our conversation, enjoy our content. Bring your ass in here and sit your ass down. So I'm just straight off top. I'm gonna tell you just about me. You guys already know in the first place. I'm not a believer in a lot of stuff that I see. I don't know the person personally. If somebody knows them personally and they know me, then I follow the story, and then I check up on the story. And then I say, okay, that might be a true story, because everything we watch is more of a program. It's programming for us, and so we got to unprogram ourselves. And so we don't know what's true and what's not true. But I'm going to say this, and I'm not saying it to not have anything heartfelt to say. But for me, this is the time where there's no more time. There's no such thing as time. But since we recognize time, there is no more time for the people of colors to go through this shit. And I told you guys what it was when I was younger. When I was younger, the parents did not play that shit with police. They didn't disrespect the police. They respected the police. But they did not play this, gang up and choke somebody out or something like that. Because if you was trying to choke somebody out, when I was growing up, that person's mom would have a baseball bat and would have busted you upside your head. And like just as many cops is out there, there's going to be just as many people out there doing something. Because guess what? Back then you had to do something because there wasn't no cell phones like that. There wasn't no cell phones back then. We didn't have cell phones like that. So, you had to take care of your business. Who you going to call? You had to get on that. You had to go on the house phone to call your family up. You see what I mean? You had to get on the house phone. But there's no more time. And I'm putting this out there on my station, on my channel, on this small little forum. I'm putting it out there. There's no more time for this. And for people to just be taking videos out, that makes me kind of leery when you just take videos. Because till this day, I'm telling you right now, and I know a lot of people say till this day, Wilder wasn't the only one to say it till this day. I'm telling you right now, if something was like that to go down with somebody in my family, then there's going to be more than one death. I'm not saying go kill somebody, but there's going to be more than one death. I'm telling you right now. I see my sister push a police off of me. Like, get off, that's my brother. Like, that's the way families work. And that's the only way you can get these cops and stuff, or people that's doing dirty shit. That's the only way you're going to get them to respect you is when they see that you're going to do something besides just take pictures. Because they have a special huddle. I don't care. They have a special huddle that they do. And this is what they do. They huddle up and they get this shit from, I think they're called musk oxes. That's what they're called. And what the musk ox does is the young ones are in the middle, right? So the young ones are in the middle. If wolves or anything is trying to get them, what they do is they back into the little one. Their butts are touching each other. Right there, they back into the little one, and they're all facing out in different directions. You see what I mean? For protection. And that's how you protect your family, is the one that's vulnerable is behind you. And everybody's facing out in every corner that they can. The warrior is facing whatever the opposition is coming on to them. And that's how that musk ox does. But people don't do that no more. All everybody wants to do is grab cameras. There's no protection in families no more. I mean, hey, a life had to be wasted. So would you rather have your life wasted by saving somebody and saving their life, or just let their life just disappear right in front of you? Do something. I don't give a shit if you go back and throw a big ass rock, or do something. I don't care. I'm not condoning anybody to go hurt anybody. But they got to stop this shit because they got immunity. They got that blue line immunity, man. Those are the sovereign, what they try to blame people for being sovereign. And I didn't want to get political, but those are the sovereign citizens here in America. All the law enforcement and stuff like that, all the federal agencies and government agencies, those are the real sovereign citizens, because they can do anything they want to without anything happening to them. And yes, there's an over preponderance of evidence against them. And sometimes they still walk. Still like a little hand slap. You know what I mean? And they're not in a maximum security prison or nothing like that. They're not worried about death row or nothing like that. They're only going to do a year or two. And they're going to be on paid administrative leave before any of that goes down. But in that case, if this is true, that they actually done that, and I'm not saying it's true or not true, but for me, it looks like it's true from what I see. And you smiling and we talk about neck in here, but you don't ever, I have never seen a situation where somebody had to have their knee on your neck. You understand? I don't see why somebody ever had to have a knee on your neck. Why would you need a knee in somebody's neck? Are you a fag? So most of these blue liners, to me, they're soft. And I don't want to talk in my show like that, but them fuckers is kitten soft. And I'm telling you, they kitten soft. Not regular soft. Them motherfuckers is Stay Puft soft. They kitten soft. A lot of them, they just too kitten soft, man. I was in Jersey one time. See, now I'm telling you some of my history, but this is a small thing. I was in Jersey one time. Cop was on a brother. Now, he was wrong. You see what I mean? Now, he was wrong because he was in the club and he was acting up. And so, but he's a small brother, though. He's like, okay, I'm going to say soaking wet, he's 140 pounds. And they was manhandling him and shit, man. And just like choking. I said, no, hell no. I pushed him off him. I'm like, no, I got him. I didn't even know him. And so I grabbed his little ass, you know what I did? And I crated him just like this. So his head and shoulders is over on here, and his legs is over my other arm. And I just locked his ass up just like this. I said, this ain't going down like this. And I took his ass outside. But he didn't suffer no kind of beat down. And they didn't do shit to me. They was like shocked, like, damn. They went in full thug mode to hurt him. And all I did was pick his ass up and take him outside. I said, man, and I talked to him on the way out there. I said, man, you can't do that kind of shit up in there, man. I said, they will beat your ass down. I said, they'll beat you down, man. I said, you can't come back up in there. And then they was actually trying to throw me out. Some people said, oh, I started some shit. They wanted to throw me out. But then a lot of people came to my side. They said, no, he was helping out. See? And I'm not brave like that or nothing like that, but I can't let shit like that go down in front of me like that. I cannot. I'm not that type of person. I can't just pull out a video. Oh, look what they doing to him and do narration. Take your narrating ass home. If you sitting there watching some evil shit happen and you're narrating. That's just like the shit that happened to Deontay Wilder. We got to watch that shit live with commentators saying what's happening, but they didn't really know what was really happening. That he was being ran afoul on. That all that dirty shit was being done to him. They wasn't gonna say nothing like that. They wasn't gonna discuss that. Because that wasn't in the cards. Because they have everything has to be scripted. You understand? And so all that stuff is scripted. Even the treatment, like I said, they sacrificing people. That's the treatment that they give you is a sacrificial thing. And I know because they sacrifice my people all the time. Because they see this is what they do. I'm gonna tell you what real America does. And I don't give a shit. I can get haters. Y'all can give me, everybody in here can give me a thumbs down. But the real America, the one that I lived in and one that I always lived in, always talk like this. On the news, when it's their forum, they talk about all the positive, all the good stuff. Soon as the lights go down, they show you all the dirty stuff. When it's lights, camera, action, then they want to show you some good stuff. But when them lights go down, they showing you all kinds of stuff. You're like, God damn, I didn't know you were there. I didn't know they was like that. Disrespecting you, talk to you any way they want to, asking you for your ID for no reasons and stuff like that, where you don't have to give up your ID. And yes, you want to stop an ID state or something like that. But you don't have to just give up your ID. You got constitutional rights. You have the right to travel. Don't you know that? You have the right to travel. You have the right to not be impeded. And this is one thing that I'm putting out here. I know this is my boxing chat, but I'm putting this out there that they need to redefine or define torture when it comes to the blue line workers that do all this harm to innocent people. Don't you know that torture is against the Constitution? But nobody's ever prosecuted for torture. As soon as they put handcuffs on you, they torturing you. That's a form of torture. But they call it restraint. See, that's the loophole. The loophole is by me calling it restraints when it's not restraints. You are torturing me. You are giving me nerve damage because you putting metal vices on me and you're clamping them so tight that it's going to do nerve damage. That's torture. If you do nerve damage to a person, that's torture. That's not restraint. That's torture. A knee in the neck is not restraint. That's torture. That's torturing somebody to death on camera. See, but that time is up, man. That time has been gone. There's no time for that. So when I deal with any of them, I talk to them a certain way. I'm respectful, but I talk to them a certain way. I talk to them like I know my rights. I know my rights. Or I just won't say nothing. Or I'll just speak tongue. See, a lot of people don't have the luxury to speak tongue because you speak a language that they understand when you speak tongue. Your lingua is something that they have given to you. It's different. If they didn't give you your language, then they don't understand your language. But they given out the Española, the Portuguese. They given that out. The French, the Italian, the German. They gave that language out. They didn't give us our language. See? So when I speak my language, they just stuck, looking at each other like, oh, you know. No, you don't know. You don't know because you ain't supposed to know, and you ain't gonna know. And what I'm saying is more or less the middle finger you, mostly up and down. I'm telling you what kind of dog you really are. But you can't even harm me because you don't know what I'm saying. If you could, you'd probably be beating up on me. But stop. This has got to die out. And I don't even like to go to chats about stuff like this. I don't like to see people, if people put stuff up to me and post pictures, I get rid of it. I said, don't post a picture you didn't do shit about it. You didn't say nothing. If you're not going to say nothing or do nothing, don't post it, don't take no pictures. If you're going to do something, at least if you got the film, get out of harm's way and cuss their ass. Get your damn knee out of his neck, motherfucker. Something. Get your knee out of his goddamn neck. You killing him. What the hell's wrong with you? What's your name and what's your badge number? Where you from? You got to talk. You got to tell them. You make some sense to them. Let them know what they doing. Let them know the dirt that they doing. Man, that's just dirty, man. Why? How can you do that? I can't harm you. You got on guns and everything else. Can I get him for you? Do something, man. Let me get him. Can I restrain him? Let me restrain him. But I'm sick and tired of this, man. Because we got flags and stuff even for our women. We got murdered and missing women that we got a red flag with a hand on it. And, we collect money for them. For that organization and stuff, man. But this is not the right type of America to be in, man. When you got stuff like that, man. I'm sorry I went off a little bit, man. I hope I ain't lose none of y'all, man. But look, Webb is passionate, man. But I don't play. I don't F that. I don't play, man. I don't play like that, man. Let me catch up with y'all, man. That shit messes my heart up, man. It messes me up. I hate that shit. Thanks for bringing that up, though, Don, because I might have went past that, because that was one of the points I wanted to make also when I come up here. Gil Cole's up in here. Eagles Webb, he says, sciatic nerve for his bike back. Sciatic nerve said, what bike? Yeah. Sciatic nerve took my bike and everything. Yep. Hey, Gil, but I was on there, man. Trying to make this a little bit lighter now, but I was on there, though, Gil. I was on there, but look, that's one thing I told people. I said, you know what? I can't walk, but I could ride a damn bike. But guess what? The reason you can ride a bike, because guess what? As long as you get your foot on the pedals, if you move one, the other one gonna go. If you move one, the other one gonna go. So I didn't sit my ass completely down, Don Donna. Don Donna, sit your ass down and enjoy the content. Peace, real one. He got the arrows up with the fire right there. That's right, Don Donna. Deception, baby. An eye for an eye, shadow 979. Right there, 89 TV 100 up in here, man. Peace to the brother, man. Yeah, eye for an eye, man. That's what I'm saying. Back in the day, man, like when I was growing up, man, we didn't play that, man. That wasn't like long ago. That wasn't like hundreds of years ago. Shit, families didn't play that, man. Police came. That's why they started making all these gun laws. Because police come over, you be sitting up, you got 10 people sitting all over the house, outside, inside with shotguns and pistols and shit. What the police gonna say? Are they gonna come choke somebody? Think about it. They did that so they can do this kind of shit. They wouldn't do that. They're not gonna do that when you sitting there and you got a bigger weapon than they got, and you got bigger people than they got. They bringing some little dude over to the house. He's like 6 feet tall, and you got monsters in the house. You got people in there 6'8", 7 feet tall. 350, 400 pounds. What they gonna do? And they sitting there cleaning up shotguns, and they got their rifles and shit out right there. What they gonna do? You think they gonna come in like, yeah, I'm the man. What up? Huh? Yeah. What? Is he the troublemaker? Me put my knee on his neck, man. I try to make light of it, but shit is not funny. And they got to stop that shit, man. And people got to stand up, man. All that marching shit, F a march, man. Start doing something, man. All that marching. If I got to lose my life to save somebody in my family or somebody, then I got to do it. I've had people in my family that have done that, have sacrificed themselves. From my ancestors all the way up. But that shit is ridiculous right there, though, man. Don said, Eagle teaching facts. That's right. Thumbs up, man. Toast. Yeah. I need a strong one, man. Y'all got a strong one on you? I use all this stuff to make medicine better. If y'all seen it, man, I just went through my list. I'm actually selling some stuff because I have I don't have, because I do promotion. I even promote that shit. You know what I mean? So I got a bunch of it. I get a lot of it. So I have a lot. I ain't got no henny hen, but I got a lot. So I'm gonna take it over to one of my special friends. You let them have it. You know, that's right. It's 7 minutes. Yeah, that don't make no sense. Gil Cole said, I agree 100. It Musk Ox Webb family. That's right. The Musk Ox, baby. That's what we do. The Musk Ox. Musk Ox. And see what they see. And y'all understand what I'm talking about, though, right? Because your head's facing out. Like, the danger's coming towards you. It's like the danger is going to come to the big bull, but you ain't messing with my babies. We're going to put them in the middle. And that's an animal. That's how smart they are. But that's the shit that the cops do. But they're not protecting their own. What they're doing is when they do that little Musk Ox shit, what they're doing is they're hiding the damage that one of their bastard ass blue liners is doing. That's what they're doing. And I told you, this probably ain't gonna stay up because they're gonna call it hate speech or something. Like, it's not hate speech. I've seen it. If the video is not out there, then you can strike me. But if the shit has never happened ever, never happened, that me being a Native American, that you never killed any Native Americans, that you never gave us smallpox blankets and coats and shit, if you've never done this, then you can strike me. But if you've done it, or if your ancestors done it, you're guilty, you can't strike me. And you'll never strike me down. You might strike me, but you'll never strike me down. And that's what it is. You got to go Musk Ox on them. And that's what families do. Don't you know that is actually instinctive? Do you know that that's actually instinctive? They have brainwashed people so much, are unbrain conditioned them so badly that natural actions don't happen no more. Because as soon as you see danger coming to you with a small child, you throw them behind you quick. You grab their ass, get your ass back here. What? Huh? What's up? What's going on? And that is the way that the Creator made us like that. Like, what's going down? Whatever's going down is going through me. It's not going to affect that baby back there. You see? And that is a natural, not just the Musk Ox does it, but that is a natural, that's a natural reaction. That's what everybody should be doing. Yeah, that cop should be charged with murder, and the other three should be as well. Yeah, they are accessories. Yeah, it's hard to, like, you know what I mean? It's hard to just fathom this shit sometimes, man. Yeah. Shadow 979 said they've been fired, but no arrest yet, even with clear footage of the murder taking place. And that's what I just say. If it's not an overabundance, you had to have like 100 angles of the shit. Do you need 100 angles? Because they have another thing that they have played with us, and they said that the cameras can be deceptive. No, it's not the camera that's deceptive in this case. It's the one that's supposed to uphold the law that's being deceptive. You understand? Because think about this. What does law enforcement mean? Law enforcement. Now, do cops go around enforcing laws? Law enforcement. Do they go around enforcing laws? Or do they go around breaking laws? If there's no law to enforce, what are you enforcing? What is the law? Somebody tell me the law that you have to subdue a person, you have to torture a person, put your knee in their neck. What law is that? Is that by brutality? Is that the brutality law? Which law is that? So I just want to hear the law. Somebody give me the law on that. How in the hell are you going to enforce law when you breaking law? You're a lawbreaker, but you enforcing law. You telling me what to do, but you breaking laws at all times. Man, get all the way the hell away from me with that shit, man. That make my legs stronger right now. Just even talking to y'all, man. The pain, I don't even really feel the pain, man, because that kind of stuff make me heated, though, man. I had to take it off. Somebody posted it to me. I had to take it off. I said, no, I can't. Especially when you got that clear footage. a hundred of y'all couldn't throw phones at him or something to making sure y'all didn't hit the person. Y'all could. Come on now, really? I'm telling y'all, people don't know how to go on stealth mode. They don't know how to do that stealth shit. Y'all know what stealing is, right? Y'all know how to steal somebody without even going up on them? There's a lot of ways to steal on somebody, man. And I'm saying stealing, and I'm not talking about like stealing some goods. If y'all know what I'm talking about. You can steal on somebody without even being nowhere near them. I'm telling you, man. People need to go back to stealing. But you know, because I'm not trying to get nobody in trouble, because you know what they will do? They'll flip that on you and make it seem like it was all you. This little bitty has bottles of Boss water. Really? Yeah, Shadow 9 said, if the cops had to worry about repercussions for their loved ones when they do BS like this, maybe they'd think twice. They won't, because that's their own brotherhood. That's why you even see the flag. They have a flag, man. It's almost like a universal flag now. They have a blue line on their flags, and that's just that's their brotherhood. They done took our flag, which they never taken. You guys see my flag up in the background, so we could put our native image up on that flag. But when did so they're letting you know that anytime you mark a flag is because you captured it. Then you can do that if you capture the flag. So what's the legal precedence for them to even mark on the flag that we're supposed to honor or allege to? Did the cops overrule the government so they can do what they want to with the flag? Somebody give me the information on that one. I just look like a big dumb Indian, but I'm not. You understand? But you're right, man. That hurts. That hurts to the core when they do stuff like that, though. The dirt, they straight nothing but dirt, man. They nothing but dirt, man. I'm happy I came back today, man. I had to come back, man, because y'all was driving me up the wall. I was like, man, let me get back in there. I said, Gil picking on me and everything else, man. Yeah. But y'all say if you believe anything, man, if you understand in the higher power, man, give a real heartfelt, prayer out, man. I mean, a cry, man, a cry from the heart, man. That's where it has to come from, man, so it can actually be heard, man. Because all these old fake ass prayers that they be talking about, man. Because their God is that's not the creator. Their God. If y'all haven't figured that one out yet, and welcome to the Terror Dome. If you haven't figured that shit out yet, that the creator is not their God, man. Yeah. Because first of all, if you put in God we trust on money, then who's your God if you put it on money? The creator ain't had nothing to do with no money. Yeah. That's just a lesson. That's just a lesson for y'all. Just learn. But listen, let me y'all can still discuss, man. If y'all want to hit me up on something, if y'all want to, put something in there. I probably missed some shit because I was yeah. Eagle got a little bit heated on that, huh? Yeah. Yeah. Even the trolls just calmed down today, huh? Yeah. But I wanted to show y'all something, man. This, let's lighten this up. We talking about streets and stuff, but this is, hopefully this will run, and hopefully you guys get the sound. If not, because I'm gonna mute the mic, we're gonna just look at it. Or actually, you know what? You don't even. That's right. When you watch this, you don't even really need no sound and nothing like that. But this is what I was telling y'all about last week when I talked to y'all before I got hurt. Let's just check this out. There's really no explanation needed, but let's see. Let's see it.
Introducing the Boxing bare knuckle since he was 12. He challenged Lennox Lewis and Frank Bruno on the same night. Winner of 42 bare knuckle bouts, all by knockout. Weighing in 230 pounds. From Winsbury, England, Joe Lethal Weapon Savage.
I think y'all can still hear me, but this is the Savage, man. When he fought Burt Cooper. This is when he's supposed to be a real badass street fighter. 41 fights or something like that, 40 knockouts, just knocked everybody out. And he's fighting an older Burt Cooper. And I found this little footage. I wanted y'all to see what I wanted y'all to see what it is. We'll go ahead and listen to them.
One of the heaviest punchers in the heavyweight division. He's here tonight, weighing 230 pounds. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, Smokin' Burt.
Yeah, go ahead and check this out. You get my face out of there. Whoa. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. I just forgot it was even that terrible, man. God dang. He did it. He made him do the crybaby. You see the way he just plopped down like he's like a sack of hot garbage, man. He had no business in that ring with Burt Cooper, man. But the reason I had brought it up because we was talking about names and stuff, and we knew what was gonna happen. But I brought up the name. I said if you had a fighter today, I changed Burt Cooper's name to something else though. But I said Cooper. But I changed his name. I said if you had somebody called Madman Savage, right? Bare knuckles fighter and knocked out like 40 people, right? And he's about to fight somebody. I said Britt, name like Britt Cooper. Like Britt Cooperton, right? I said, who would you pick to win that fight? Madman Savage or Britt Cooperman? Who would you pick? No, and it was a real story, but I was just throwing the name out there. Gil, with his smart ass, already gonna say, oh yeah, Burt Cooper, I'm gonna pick Burt. I didn't even say Burt, I said Britt Cooperton. But I'm just saying. So in that case, anybody with sense is gonna pick Madman Savage, right? But in reality, we know what really happened is that the British knockout artist, street knockout artist, wasn't ready for that action and got put to sleep, and that was his first and last and only professional heavyweight fight, because he was just like. And the reason I brought that up the last time is because, everybody's taking this whole, the whole boxing game for granted. That everybody wants to fight. And I'm gonna just stomp on this just a little bit first, because I think this is straight up BS. This should never even go down. And I'm getting I don't even want to say rumors or whatever, but I'm hearing that there's a possibility, or even I'm gonna say great, not just a regular possibility, but a great possibility. I was hearing that Tyson Fury's father wants to fight Mike Tyson, but now I'm hearing or seeing this little clips here and there. I just see stuff out going through news, and I'm like, what? That Tyson is supposed to fight Tyson. And see, if something like that was to happen, especially if he didn't fight Deontay Wilder first, then I'm really looking at something now something really has become deceptive. And that means that Wilder situation is even worse than we even can imagine what it really is, if something like this goes down. Because the Cold Crack King ain't got no business fighting Mike Tyson. And that would actually be like a match made in heaven for Tyson. I'm talking about Mike Tyson. Because he ain't got to worry about as long as the gloves ain't loaded or something like that, he ain't got worried about no punching power. And Mike could just he'll run through somebody. Like, even if they big like that, he'll run through you. If you big and leaning up all over him, he gonna eat that body up. If he still got it. But Fury, Cold Crack King, if that's true, get rid of that. Fight who you're supposed to. Fight them the way you're supposed to fight them. Fight them by the rules. Because the rules did start over there in your land, right? So fight them by the Queensberry rules. None of the slipping down the gloves and none of this other shit. And to be honest, I don't like to cover a whole, like I said, the conspiracies and all that stuff. But when I seen Wilder, I'm telling y'all, even before the fight, it's something. I'm telling you that Wilder was not right for that fight. He was just not right. Not right. I don't see what Don put down there. That's Gil. God dang, Gil. Really? Gil said, he said, get up, Don. Is that Don's family down there, Gil? You might as well put Gil said put Don Dada with him because they family. So if that's like your family getting knocked down, that's you getting knocked down too, then Don. He said the savage man is Don Dada. It's your Did he go down? He went down nasty, though, didn't he? Didn't he go? That was kind of, he just. But you can see it coming, though. You can see because he was throwing like the wide shots. I'm like, if you're a street fighter, you still don't throw wide. He was throwing wide shots, so he was already just from doing that. Anybody who could fight professional at heavyweight would have took him out. Maybe even some lighter fighters might have just took his ass out. Yeah, he took a mean one. He took a pretty nasty one. So I'm gonna just read through. I'm just gonna just look at this because, like I said, I don't write nothing down. Kept it on top. It's on top of my head, but because of the disturbance that just happened, the tragedy that just happened, man, I'm just, my mind is everywhere about just this whole, society and everything. But now, this is a fighter, a female fighter that she doesn't really have any reason to hate. And I know I'm not trying to stir up no kind of controversy, so don't think that I'm stirring. Oh, he's trying to stir up a controversy. No, I don't care. If they fight, they fight. If they don't, they don't. But I've actually seen this girl fight back in the day. I've seen her. And that's Christy Martin. I've seen her fight before. And she actually fought and was just eating the girl's punches one time, just like letting the girl punch her. Like, I mean, she was just sitting there just eating punches with her tongue out. This lady was kind of insane to be a female. Well, on a different insane type of level, because women are already crazy, but on a different crazy type of level, she was already, she was already on that. She's a different kind of crazy, right? But she has actually quoted, and this one I got, this is East Side that I got this, that they took this little quote from her. And you guys don't know about it, you guys read up about her. Christy Martin. Yeah. She's more or less like for me, she's like the founder of modern day women's boxing. Like one of the founders. She was like the main headliner everywhere. You know what I mean? But what she said that Layla Ali, she said she would smoke Cressida Shields. And she don't have no reason to hate. And that's why I said I was going to tell y'all. But she has no reason to hate. If you can think of a reason that she has to hate, money or whatever, then let me know. But for me, I thought about it for a while. I'm like, well, she really don't have no reason to hate on her. And she never, I don't think she ever hated like that. So it is what it is. So what do you guys think about that? For me, it's no thought for me. It's just like whatever happens when them, if they fight, and then we get to see. Because with me, it's all about the seeing. We need to see it. If Ali is the Ali from Ali, and she can get that done, we want to see the piece up work. we want to see somebody get pieced. If not, rest your ass in peace. And this goes back, all this stuff it all ties in, like the Savage, the Christy Martin, the Layla Ali, the Tyson, not the Tyson Fury, but the Mike Tyson, the Evander Holyfield. Who else we got? I know we got a few more of them. Not George Foreman, but I know we got a few more of them. Oh, Let's Go Champ. Yeah. I can't even think of his name, man. I'm like, man, I've been on a rant, man. I'm still recovering too, man. All the stuff they had me on, it probably still ain't out my system, but I'm getting it out of there. But y'all know who Let's Go Champ is, so you know Shannon, but I'm just saying. Anyway, so Let's Go Champ. All that stuff is staying. But see, we talked about this a long time ago, before this even came to fruition, or may come to fruition. We talked about this last year. We had already talked about this. We talked about all the disrespect that boxing is getting. We talked about that. And I say everybody wants to fight. So everybody wants to fight. Everybody wants to be a fighter. So not only does people that never fought before, tennis players and everybody else want to be a fighter, you got fighters who's been just sitting around drinking and smoking for the last 15, 20 years, that they want to fight. And that's sad, man. If your state of boxing is really like that, that's not good. They're seeing what you see. I'm sorry, they're seeing what I see. Because we done had some disappearing champs, over the last 6 months, even more, man. We had champs that we thought that we were putting up on. Some people were holding them up real high. Like, oh yeah, this is a champ. Now this is a champ. He gonna get it done. Like the Harrisons and stuff like that. And they end up getting mopped. They end up getting knocked out. The J-Rocks, the Herds and stuff. It's like, what? We can't trust nobody with a belt. For one reason or another. I'm not, all the reasons aren't the same, but who can we trust with a belt? Now going into these fights, who can we trust with a belt? And I gave y'all the schedule. I don't have the schedule no more, man. I gotta look it up again. But I gave y'all the June schedule coming up, man. But we know Daniel Dubois. We know that they're coming up, right? Well, I know you say that, Gil. You say Shields will embarrass her, but you know what? It's always up to me. I'm always gonna say, let's see it. Because this is a classic. Yeah. I said Shannon. But this is a classic example right here of why people might feel the way that they feel. And who started that was the one that they call the greatest. He started that also. Because everybody, the what if came from him. And actually it didn't just come from him, it came from Sugar Ray too. The what if. What if they would have took the sport like real serious and kept it going? That was Sugar Ray. So Ali, what if the courts never intervened with him being champ? If they never messed with him, how good would he have been? Would anybody have ever even touched him? Because you got to realize he would have fought Foreman a lot earlier. He would have fought Frazier a lot fresher, and he would have fought Frazier a lot younger, and a lot fresher, a lot faster, and a lot stronger. See? But nobody really thinks about that, right? They took him out, so we didn't get to see the prime. So, but fighters are taking their self out. So listen to my comparison here. So fighters are taking their self out, but their hiatus is a lot longer than what Ali's was. And he was still like, training a little bit, staying in shape. A lot of these fighters never stayed in shape like that. Like Tyson, I know he didn't stay in boxing shape the whole time. Holyfield, now I argue with him a little bit. I think he might have stayed in the gym a lot. And even though James Toney might not look like it, I think he stayed in the gym a lot. Matter of fact, I know he stayed in the gym a lot. If they called him up about that bag, you might see him go in there, Gil. We might have to, Gil, we might have to start our own, not paramedic company, but what else? What can we call it, man? The Eagles Webb. We'll call it Eagles Webb. Cart the old ones off. We'll use the whole thing. You know what I mean? But we'll abbreviate. But they'll know what it means, right? We'll put the big letters, like the capital letters. We'll put them big. Eagles Webb, Gil Coles, cart off the old. Thought they had it still boxing champs from the ring. And just have just big letters across there. Everybody know what it is. We have the shirts on. They're like, what's all them letters stand for? Because all they can see is the big letters, right? And what we do is we just go in there. Once one of them get knocked out, and say they're okay. They don't need to go to the hospital, but they need to go somewhere. And so we just cart them off. We just take them somewhere, put them in the back of the truck, or in the back of a SUV or something like that, with the door popping out the back. Just load their ass up and take them off somewhere, like another one. Cause that's what they played. That's the song they was playing on that fight right there too. Another one bites the dust. So when an older one goes down, then that's what we do. We just cart them off like, hey, that's it. You had your day, son. You done. You through. That's it. You finished with it. And we just cart them off like that. Yeah. Yeah. But I got some more ideas too. But hopefully I'll be able to get these ideas out, man. If this comes through, this will be happy. I'll be so happy if these ideas that I have, if I can present them to the right person. Not just the glove, because I got some other stuff too though. But the glove, that would be like it doesn't necessarily have to be the glove, but yeah, different ideas. Different prototypes and stuff like that. So we can clean some of this stuff up. Because tragedy, we don't want to see tragedies in the ring, outside the ring, and we don't want to see none of this blue line brotherhood shit where they terrorizing. Because you're not supposed to be a tyrant in the first place, where you terrorizing neighborhoods, terrorizing people and stuff, instead of making them feel safe and telling them that you're there for their protection, and you're not really there for their protection. You're supposed to be enforcing law. You're not supposed to be breaking laws and call yourself law enforcement. Oh, I'm law enforcement, but I'm going to break the law at the same time. Yeah, you can't be law enforcement and break the law at the same time. That's just, what is that? That goes back to the beginning of the invasion. Same thing. You're talking two different ways. Talking with that forked tongue type of stuff, man. We ain't playing that. Me and Gil don't play like that. But Gil, I had to come back though, huh? I had to come back, Gil. It wasn't no way I could have stayed out, man. I don't care how much pain I was in, man. I'm hurting, man, but it wasn't no way. I couldn't stay out, man. You bothering me too much, man. Then you come up in here talking about, oh, yeah, don't let you cut that count. When you started, I think you started off, what was it? I think you started off talking about paper cuts. I'm like, oh, my goodness. Like, I'm gonna be subdued by some paper cuts. No, paper cuts got. But I'm gonna tell you one thing about paper cuts, man. Paper cuts hurt. If you get the right one, I've had a bad paper cut. It hurt worse than cutting myself with a knife. It didn't take me out of action or nothing, but you do bleed. You got to put a lot of pressure on that. Put that little alcohol wipe on it and put that pressure, and then put that some gauze on it or something like that, or some real strong what do they call them? Sterile adhesives or whatever. I know we call them Band-Aids. Like that was the only brand, so we just called them Band-Aids. And I'm not trying to plug you Band-Aids. I probably don't even use you. I think I use Curad or something like that. The ones with the green label. I think I use those. I don't think I use Band-Aid. But some people use Band-Aid. Or whatever's in that damn emergency. Whatever's in the kit, man. I'm not picky. Something happened. You got to pull. But I should replace mine because my kit, I got a little, it's about big as my hand. That's it. I got a small one. I said, nobody gets injured around me and nothing like that. Or be sitting there tearing shirts up. I got to tear my shirt off. Making tourniquets, man. I haven't ran into that in a long time, but so a few years ago, well, actually probably about 6 years ago, I used to go, when I went to the gym, I used to actually bring my med kit with me. And we play basketball, and guys out there getting hurt or whatever, they come over, they limping, twisted ankle. Guess who fixed them up? I fixed them up right there, like I was their corner man or something like that. So I'm sitting there, putting bandages on people and stuff like that, giving them Band-Aids or whatever, alcohol, whatever, all that stuff. I used to do all that, but I always been like that though. So people don't know. They just they just call me coach sometimes. Coach, what about this and that? Because I go off because I train them. We work out and all that, and then it's fun, man. It's fun when you got people that respect you enough to follow you like that. Gail, you know what? I don't know if I trust your ass talking about welcome back. I don't know if I trust you, man. Cause you be saying stuff about Eagle, man. You cold, man. You got the right name, Cold. You cold, man. I'm like, I told Joshua, cause Joshua was supposed to come in today. My family, he was supposed to come by. I guess he's too busy making money, but he was supposed to come by. I said, man, I gotta get in there, man. I said, I don't care how much pain I'm being in. I said, I gotta go back. I said, I gotta get up in here. I said, Gil doing too much again. I said, Gil always doing extra shit all the time, man. As you see, even my voice is not all the way back yet, man. My voice is a little bit higher than normal. I'm like, God dang, man, I can't hardly talk now. I didn't drink the water, the tea. I can hardly talk now, man, because all that. I did do some yelling when I first came in, and everybody that came to the live. I'm happy that y'all did show up. I know a lot of people probably wasn't expecting me. They're gonna be like, damn. And then if the videos, if it's not up, they're gonna be really mad. Like, damn, I missed the live and I missed the video. They didn't get to go see the repeat. I didn't say anything that was offensive, and so for anybody that's in charge of blocking videos because of certain speech, no, I'm using my freedom of speech. You know what I mean? And I'm using it as an opinion, so it's opinionated. It's nothing. I didn't say these things to be factual. Even our chat, we talking about a lot of stuff that these are all opinions that we feel. But if you feel the same thing, then maybe you got a bigger voice than we got, and maybe you need to stand up too. You need to stand up too, and let these people know, because you have the resources, and we don't have the resources. You got to be shaking your head no too, because you got people. Because I know people from all over the world. I communicate with them. And so the thing is, a lot of times I have the inside track on stuff, and I'll just try to bring it to, I bring it to the web. I try to bring you guys stuff. I'm like, you guys don't know that a lot of stuff. It's not the research that I have to do. It's that I got inside stuff that people will tell me they're on a whole different country. And see, this is how dumb some things go. What you don't understand, if you have a forum to where people can join no matter what nation they're from. Like, say, for instance, like a Facebook or something like that. And then you have certain reports about something that's happening in their country, but they have access to people over here that's communicating back and forth. Guess what? If you say something that's not right, then they're going to check you. Now, it might not get leaked out to where everybody knows it, but at least a few people know it. And then if I find out, like somebody, like it was some stuff that happened, and I'm not going to say the country, but it was a country, it's supposed to have been some kind of disaster that happened. And guess what? When we reported it, it was like about 2 months later. It was 2 months later. Because we're looking at that country as like, well, they don't really be on the internet, and they're not going to pay attention to our news. They're giving late news out. See? Don't do that. Everybody's not completely dumbed down, though. You know. But let's talk about the talkers a little bit before I get out of here. I know my voice is going, but let's talk about a couple of the at least one of the talkers. So we'll put three of them together. So the flute man is wanted. He is wanted by Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia wants the flute man for some reason. But he wants him at 154. And he also wants Sean Porter. So I guess he must have a nasty taste in his mouth, because he's feeling like, hey, I think I beat these two guys. But I got to deprive myself of food because I'm fighting at a weight that I shouldn't be fighting at. So I want to follow him. I want to fight him at 154. But I'm just wondering now, Gil, and whoever else is in here. I always like to say Gil. But anybody, if I know you, if you come down and say something to me, I'm always going to be mentioning you too. I always mention everybody. But a lot of times I'm kind of partial to Gil because I fight with him. That's like my little, that's really, it is like my little brother. I'm a headlock his ass, you know what I mean? But one thing that we're not hearing from Danny, this is what I'm not hearing from you. And another reason my voice is going to it, because I did not sleep. Been up all night. Yep. What we're not hearing from you, Danny, is we're not hearing that you're calling for Keefe. And you're calling for Sean at 154. But I didn't hear Charlo's name. How come I didn't hear Charlo's name? I should have heard Charlo first. You should have said, I'm a gun for Charlo. I'm gonna take Charlo out, and then Sean, you and Earl can come up here and get that smoke. I don't know, but that's just the way you want to phrase it. But Danny, I'm not that much of a believer. I'm sorry. I'm not that much of a believer because you didn't call out enough people. You called out a couple, but you got to call out more, Danny. You can't just call out two people you already fought because you feel comfortable, because you feel like, oh, I can get away from them. They're not going to be able to knock me out, even at 154, because it's 7 pounds, and you fought at 154 anyway. So that's what I don't get. You're a welterweight, but you fought at 154 anyway. You came in at 154. Or maybe 160 the day of the fight, so what's the difference? Same results, different weight? I don't know. You sounded kind of sus. And another our disappointment here. Another disappointment. This is the disappointment. Oh, okay. Yeah, because I got a homeboy who got that sciatica too. He said, I mess with him all the time. Yeah. But it ain't never hit me though. I knew about it, but I didn't know it just hits anybody. I thought it was just like, because I used to watch, I have friends too. I used to watch them like that. Dang, man, you toe up, man. He'd be all bent over. But see, mine was different. Mine didn't have me bent over. It just had my ass where I couldn't walk. Like, oh, you just can't walk. I said, I'm straight. So my ass standing up straight, but I just couldn't walk. I'm like, oh, really? You gonna just take one of my legs from me? What kind of dirty deception? What kind of dirty deception is the sciatic? Sciatic, why you dirty like that, man? Why you being dirty? But anyway, back to my main, the disappointment that we talk about is A to the B. And A to the B is talking about that they got to give him 10 on it. They got to give him 10 on it for him to grace the stage with his presence again. But he need 10 on it. And see, that's all that hype talk, A to the B. That's all that hype talk because you're talking about billions. That's what AB is, about billions. So you're talking about that all about billion stuff, but you still, that's not billions. You need a whole lot of 10 millions. A whole lot of 10 millions. A whole lot of 10 millions to hit billions. Matter of fact, I'm going to tell you how many 10 millions you need. You need 110 millions to hit that billion. You don't have 100 fights left in you. So you ain't going to hit that. If you got 100, if they promise you 10 for every fight you fought, you wouldn't hit billions until you fought 100 fights. And you ain't that durable. You ain't going to make it. So clean yourself up. Do a retake. Go back in the shower. Wash the right way. Use the right soap. Put your clothes on the right way. And come out and act a little bit more respectful. And just say that you're going to fight for what you deserve. And not, maybe that's even too, that might even be too loose for your tongue. Just come back and negotiate. And matter of fact, try to sell your brand again, and maybe somebody will buy it. But I'm not buying 10, not 10. Huh? 10 million for you? You're not the $10 million man no more. You was headed to be the $10 million man. At 140, you probably could have been the $10 million man. But you see, and I'm gonna save some of it because I don't want to talk about the tank thing. We'll talk about that one. We'll talk about that one time. Look at that. Michael Johnson boxing talk in more than fell up in the Eagles' web, man. Salute to you, brother. Yeah. Eagles been out. I mean, I wasn't out that long. I still been on, but I was out like this week. I was out, and I think I don't know if I was out last week. I think Friday. I might have been out. Yeah, man, I had a sciatic nerve started acting up or something, man. This froze my left side up on me. Tried to jack me up, man. It had me for a while though. I was panicking like, oh shit, what's going on? What's really real? Shit, I started getting on there. I started moving and trying to move. I'm in pain. I'm still in pain though, brother. I'm still in a lot of pain though. Yeah, but AB got to start over, man. He got to come back. He got to come back for real. He can't. We can't hear none of that bullshit, man. Don't start. You try to label yourself because you got mixed in with MTM. And if it, I'm not gonna talk about this new situation. I was gonna talk about it, but I'm not. But I'm gonna say this. That it seems to me, and I don't know if it seems like that to you or not, but it seems to me that anybody who gets mixed in with MTM, something happens to them. But not in a positive sense. Unless they get away from it. And if you look at the character, you would never think that would be true. You would think that they would get the best care and the best training because of the name. The names, because all of them can fight. And RIP to the one that I like the most, Roger. But they all can fight. And they all can train. I just don't get that. Why is everybody getting in the mix with you? There's something happens. And I really do think this, even though a lot of you might not think this, but I do think that if Broner had never crossed that MTM line, I think he would have shined. If he would have did his own thing the right way, I think he could have been shined, man. He could have shined. There you go, Gil. Gil, is that right, Gil? Gil said Thurman destroys Danny at 154. I don't know. We got to see it, man. You know me already, man. We got to see it, baby. We got to see. Yeah. Gil goes back down there again. Said Daddy should be focused on getting Earl's belts I mean, he lost to Sean and Thurman already, and still got a shot at titles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You already a loser, man. You lost at 154. You bought your fat ass in there at 160. So shut your ass up. What you gonna do? Try to come in at 175 now? Yeah, shut your little pudgy ass up and just fight. You ain't putting out in heat, and plus you ain't gonna. If you come in that big, you ain't gonna knock nobody out. So what you gonna do then? You ain't bringing no power with you. Yes, you bring that fake power, that fairy power. The little, you bring that in there, then you might bring a little bit of power. No, I'm talking about that was A to the B, man. AB said he want 10 million now. He want 10 milli. He want 10 milli to fight. I'm the 10 milli. I'm the 10 milli fighter, man. I'm the 10 milli man, baby. I can't be fighting for less than 10 millis. I don't know. I just don't know. But I'm happy about this though. Chisora is still battling on, man. He don't care. So Chisora, he still want White. I don't really care to watch. I don't care. I just want, if White gets beat up, I would love to see that. Yeah, I would like to see that for sure. I just want to see anybody beat White, because White leaves a bad taste in my mouth just because his name is White. I don't know. And he spells it with a Y. I don't like. I don't like his whole character. A lot of fighters, I don't like their character. They're not as humble as they used to be. Because fighters have two switches, usually. They have the switch that they use when they just out in public, just talking to people, and then they have that fight switch. Besides, the family modes and stuff like that. But some of these fighters, when they turn it on, and I'm not talking about any particular switch, but when they turn it on, it's like, who's this guy? Is it me? I'm just want to know. Just tell me that I'm crazy or something. Is it me, or does it seem like all these boxers are just like flipping up, turning into somebody else? It's like, who are you now? Everybody's like changing personalities and stuff. Sorry, I got to have this, man. Like, I've been in the fight, man. You gotta drink that boss. Yeah. It's like, are you serious? Everybody has like and see this, and I'm just making fun of Sean, because Sean looks like the type of fighter you can make fun of. So I call him suspect personality. So, but he's not the only one now. That might have to be another drop up in here. I might have to use that for another drop up in here. I said, you acting like, he got that shine now. I said, he ain't trying to shine, he trying to shine. And what shine is, if you acting like a shine, is your personality didn't change and stuff. Whole suspect personality. And I could name fighters that we love and like a lot, and I could put them on that category. I could say some things, but I never did. I didn't beat up on fighters. Like I beat up on a lot of fighters when they lost their fights. I beat them up, but I didn't beat them up like I could. Because you got to realize we got two of these, and I was listening. I do listen. So when you say some shit like what you going to do and what you're not going to do, and then we don't see it, it's like, I watched it and I didn't see it. Regardless of what the excuse might be, then you may be suffering from suspect personality. Right? Just when you get quiet. When somebody quiet your ass down, and you loud about something, and then you all of a sudden you get quiet down, then the personality might be a little bit suspect. The A to the B, you're not the $10 million fighter. I'm all about billions. I need to get my tens in. You're not going to get no tens in. Else you clean up your act, man. Stop worried about your homeboys. Stop worried about your homegirls. Stop worried about your hair. Stop worried about all this other shit, trying to be thug life and fight at the same time. Stop worrying about that shit. Get your shit cleaned up. Get some more trainers involved with your ass. Take your ass back up into the mountains. Train and fight and refine your skills like a boss, and come back and put us all in shock. That's how you do that. Because if you can't do that, you're not doing shit for us. If all you're going to be is a soundbite, then that's all you're going to be, is a soundbite. But if you're going to get your shit together, and come back like a boss. Come back bossing like, yeah, this is how we really do it. I let all this for the hood stuff go and all this, boom. This is how I'm coming back for y'all. Bam. And that's how you come back. Don't just come back a mouthpiece. Come back a mouthpiece and get your ass pieced up. And let us witness that. Like, oh yeah, I thought you was going to do, I thought I won. No, you got pieced the hell up. Shut up. Now, I gave you credit for the Pacquiao. Now, a lot of people didn't think it was close like that. Or that you may have even got that dub. But I looked at it enough times. I see what you was doing. But just the just not getting hit can't get you the W. That's what that was. You can't get a W just because you're not getting hit. Because you still need to do a little bit more. I know a lot of that shit was missing. When people replay it, they were like, oh shit, that shit was just not there. Well, and appreciate that we didn't get no tramps today. Or we did. If we got any tramps, what they did is they stayed out of here. They didn't come down and say nothing. And if you don't know what a tramp is in Eagles Web, a tramp is a champion troll. A champion troll. I mean, you a good troll. A champion troll up in Eagles Web is a tramp. That's a champion troll. The troll champ is a tramp. Yep. Gil Cole said AB should get 10 million or better. He fights anybody they put in front of him, and he sell the hell out of some fights. I don't know. I got to kind of disagree, though. We're looking at the AB. The AB was selling fights, but I don't know, Gil. I don't know if I can label him as a $10 million man right now, because I don't know if he's going to be able to put those butts in the seat. A lot of people turned on him now. I'm telling you. I'm just letting you know. A lot more people have turned on him now. They're not. Everybody ain't all happy with. Oh, AB. Everybody's not rolling with him like that. Gil Cole said, boxing need AB. He outspoken and will fight whoever. He might not win, but he still get in there. Yeah, but do you want to see fighters that just get in there? Get in there. And plus, on top of that, if you just getting in there and you just losing, and you call yourself you say you're nothing but you're about billions, but you want 10 millions. I don't know. I just got kind of a problem with it. That's your opinion on it, but I don't miss AB. I don't miss AB. I'm like, oh shit, I want to see AB fight. I'm not missing AB. That's just me. I'm not missing him. Y'all might miss him. I don't miss his ass. Gil laughed. He said, just because his name white. Yeah, just because his name white. I mean, white. Just sit your white ass down, man. I hope you get the black knocked off your white ass, or the brown, whatever color you want to call it. I just don't. I would say, for me, yeah, I said the name, that was, just me having fun, because that's what I do. But not the name, but really just the character. The white character, that's funny, huh? The white character is all jacked up. I just don't like that. But we need to get, sit your ass down. A lot of these fighters, and I'm sorry now that I brought it up, that I was talking about the suspect personalities and stuff. Now, some of these fighters may need to be suspect as far as personality, because they are going to change. And I'm going to tell you, this is how fighters change. And we've had a few of them already this year. And last year we've had enough of them. The reason they change is because an ass whooping will change you. An ass whooping will change you. So we're going to get some personality changes and stuff, because, like I said, an ass whooping will change you. But that's not the kind of personality change I wanted any of them to have. I just want become boxers again. Make this sport fun again. Make it more exciting again. Because on this hiatus that we are all on, you have created, there was a lull created in your sport, in all sports, where a lot of people is going to feel like it's not important no more. Do you know that cable is, right now, cable probably has lost a lot on all these sport channels and stuff, they probably lost a lot. They lost a lot of customers because ain't shit to watch but reruns. After like a couple of months of reruns, people like they just getting rid of the subscription. I don't want it no more. Especially like all the new subscribers. Now you can't get no new subscribers, right? How you gonna get new ones? Because you can't promise them live sports. It's like you can't. You imagine being somebody trying to convince somebody to get a sporting channel with their package and ain't no sports? It's like, well, when the sports comes on, they got to make a whole different kind of deal. They got to make a deal that, they make a deal, well, 5 months from now, then that's when that'll kick in. We'll charge you 5 months from now. Well, no shit. You ain't got no business charging me now because there's no live sports. And on top of that, you watching reruns on free television anyway. So you better not charge me. Get your ass out of here with that. Gil had to laugh again. Oh, Gil, you stupid though, man. But I like messing with you, man. Actually, you messing with me like that motivated me to just that willed me in to come back over here and get it done. Get the show done and stuff. I said, because I'm gonna miss y'all. I know y'all miss me, man. I'm gonna miss y'all, man. When I'm not out there, of course I'm gonna miss y'all, man. Cause I got real people to come see me. I know I got people that hate and that hate this from other places and other they do what they want to, man. I've never done anything against any channel. Just put that out there. I've never done anything against any channel. Never said anything negative about any channel, regardless of what group they with or anything. Never. I don't do that. But they'll turn on me way before I turn on them. I don't need to turn on you. That's not my whole thing. My whole thing is to get out and talk real to people. So I try to get out and I talk real to y'all. We talk about the real stuff in boxing. If it's crazy shit, we talk about that. I'm like, that's my channel is not to put you down, but it's to discuss what the hell happened if you get put down or if something happened. If you boisterous and you go in there with a mouthpiece, that's why we got different segments up in here and we haven't even been going through them like we do sometime. You know what I mean? But like I said, we'll put your ass on. You'll end up on one of them if you start talking. If they start talking, what happened, Gil? If they start talking, they're going to be like Chicken Run. And Chicken Run got the sneaks on good. Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later, Gil, because that takes time, and my voice is about gone for the day, man. I haven't. Yeah, when you get used to doing something, you don't do it for a while, even if it's a week, man. God, man. I gotta get my voice back, man. I got kind of worn out today, man, because it's like heated. It was great. It was great. Great stories today. Great stuff that we talked about, and if I struck a nerve with anybody, I just hope it was like a good nerve and stuff like that. Like it just awareness nerve, like to make you more aware. So I'm like, damn, I gotta be more aware when I'm out there. Yeah, man. Eagle makes some sense. If I make sense, just give the thumbs up. If I make some kind of sense out there. But all you chickens out there, man, stop running. Stop trying to have 2 extra fights. Get your ass back in there. It's about time, man. The month coming up, man, we going back to boxing. So this shit must be some kind of plan. They must have planned some reopenings in some places by next month. So if that's the case, stop running and acting like you need 2 or 3 fights and get your ass in there and fight. Stop being a chicken and ducking and running and then sprinting out. We need to see it. Yeah, Floyd. Yeah, he said Floyd treating Tank like an old bicycle. He got a new bike now. God dang. Or even an old toy, huh? That's kind of that's what I was kind of mentioning. I don't like to get on that, man, but hey, I'm just giving my opine that it appears to me. It just appears like when people get around you, something goes wrong when something goes stale and something goes wrong. And I don't know, that kind of stuff shouldn't happen, but it happens, man. But anyway, y'all know how it is, man. Let me get up out of here, man. We've been on for a good one today. So my shout out to all the real people that I see. And my shout out to all y'all that mess with me. And we need to get We Meet TV till this day. We Are Kings need to get back in. I see him out there. I salute you, brother. Go back and look at the show, man. We got some heavy, there's some heavy content in there today. Some heavy discussions, man. So just go out and, just check it out. Anyway, I'm going to catch y'all, man. Y'all know how we do it, man. Man, nothing but blessings.